Hey guys, welcome back. So, this is a new title I just purchased that just came out tonight. Um, I just so happened, luck of the straw, I just so happened to check the catalog and it's finally released. Wanderer, Fragments of Fate. I've had my eyes on this title for quite some time now. I think it's been 4, 5 months maybe. It's been a while. Um, so the reason why I've decided to put this in my wish list was because I don't know if you guys have ever played there's a explorer game for the PlayStation. Um I can't think of it right now, but it's like your Lara Croft but with a dude and an older guy and um God, it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, that was a really good title. Um so I just, always wanted to play that game again. I hadn't played the first or the latest version of that title. God, I wish I could Google it right now. Um, it was such a good title. But anyway, so I just downloaded Wanderer. Um, and as you can see, it's starting fresh on my system. So you guys will be you and I actually we're all going to experience the first sessions of this game. I have never played this game before, and this is pretty exciting. So here we go. Unreal Engine. That's a good developer platform. Okay. I see we have similar graphics to. Is that mine? Similar graphics to Arizona Sunshine a little bit. Let's see what we have. Definitely a new game. Now I am sitting. I always choose to standing even if I'm sitting because I just noticed once I choose the sitting position, it does that whole teleportation thing and I hate that. Let's see, standard, select movements. I like to immerse myself with as much realism as possible with my gaming. Perfect for adventures, creating excitement, challenge, and combat without being overly daunting. Okay, this is definitely me. Alright, well I am sitting, so let's see if it's gonna catch that. Okay. That's true. That's true. Reach out and grab the picture frame. Oh, look at that. I got a full body thing going on here. Am I supposed to hold on to this stuff? Oh, not another haunted house. What's that movie with Jack Nicholson in the 80s with the two little scary girls? I'm getting that weird vibe. Project Phoenix. I swear if I see those freaking girls, man.
Another great song. Another 2.5 minutes closer to a new year. You're tuned in to Daydream Radio. Your choice to see out 1958. An eventful year. Don't worry though. I have plenty of amazing records on the cards here tonight. So buckle up as we venture back through the ages and rediscover some time.
Man, they really went all out on the details, didn't they?
That seems too ambitious. The frequency will not hold. Remember what happened to Nikola.
Yes, true. But that device was rudimentary. We know so much more now.
Nikola Tesla?
There you boys are. Come back and join the rest of us. It's almost midnight. Howard, where's Harry? You were supposed to be watching him.
Ah, darn it. Sorry, dear. John and I... I'll find him. He can't have gone far.
It's like I've gone through some sort of portal. Wasn't Lab 88 in the first hallway? Wait a minute. Oh, this is one of those where it's like a spirit reliving the same area. No way.
John, I'm worried. Howard hasn't returned with Harry. I think we should go look.
It's okay, Martha. We'll find them. You go check back in the research lab, and I'll head down to the control room. God forbid Harry made his way down there.
What is this, a memory? This is definitely some sort of otherworldly. Run and jump. My first weapon, huh? Glad that still works. Is that a black hole? Let's test and find out. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. Hmm.
Open your eyes.
Testing.
Gotten lost, have we?
Maybe.
Hey, it's Amelia. Where are you? Snap out of it. Hey, open your eyes. Gotten lost, have we? Hey, it's Amelia. Where are you? Snap out of it. Hey, open your eyes. Gotten lost, have we? Amelia, where are you? Snap out of it.
Hmm. This is interesting so far.
Hey, it's Amelia. Daydreaming again? You're always wandering off with your head in the clouds. Guess you haven't had much luck on your so-called supply run. We gotta find your grandfather's place before nightfall. Get your ass back down here and we'll get back on the water. Look, I understand you wanting to get in some sightseeing, having never set foot outside of that hippy-dippy camp. Though, at least the place was somewhat civilized. Don't expect anyone or anything we meet in this place to stand on ceremony. I don't mean to nag, but whenever you're ready, sweetheart. There ain't many of us left. You'd think that'd make people want to look out for each other, but seldom is that the case. Most survivors mean trouble, and this rust bucket's giving me all the trouble I need, thanking you kindly. Damn. This nut's all but threadbare. Let's hope she doesn't die on us before we find your grandfather's place.
Hmm.
There he is! Smash him!
What kind of adventure game did I purchase today?
There he is!
There you are, kid. Oh, what took you so long? Figured you met someone at happy hour. Hurry, get back on board. Well, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Better late than never, I guess. Well, you've been off playing Chief Scout. I managed to give this old girl some love. She'd better get us to your grandfather's. Ugh, these Boston floodlands give me the heebie-jeebies. All right, I think we're close, but let's double check, kid. Here, take this. Play that last message from your grandfather, will ya?
Asher, it's your grandfather, John. If you're listening to this, then no doubt I'm long gone. But I've done my best to leave you everything I have. It's all in an apartment in Boston's North End. It's a bad bounce, but if you look for the old water tower, then head west, you'll find Picard Street. Should be a clean shot, right to the doorstep. Look for number 88, top floor. Keep your head on a swivel. This world is no picnic, but it may get a whole lot brighter if you can make it to my apartment in one piece.
All right, we gotta find that old water tower, then find that street. Picard, was it? Okay, keep your eyeballs peeled. Take a gander at all this. Looks like the morning after a big shindig at the Waldorf. I hope you weren't expecting to meet your soulmate down here, kid. Ain't much left for scavengers. There it is, the water tower. All right, let's head west. Now that's a tight squeeze. Ooh, like my wedding dress. Don't even get me started on marriage. Hey, there's a street sign. What does it say?
Picard.
Is that a tent? Damn, didn't think we'd find company out here. Let's hope they're long gone and we can find your grandfathers and... Shit, Asher, ambush! They're here all right. Keep your head down and let me do the talking.
You dare to venture into these waters with that cursed beast you stand upon, choking our mother's earth with that foul smoke, poisoning our world like those that came before?
Come on, lady. Step off your soapbox. What kind of freak show? Look, I wish I had a better way to travel, but stuff is pretty limited around here, you know? Let us pass, please. I'll recycle more, promise. We mean you no harm.
Harm? The poison you spew would say otherwise. Those like you forfeited this world long ago. Forfeit now or meet your end. Release the beasts.
Rocks? Buckle up, kid. It looks like we're in for a real shitstorm. Damn. Great timing. The boat won't start. Hang on to your tighty whities, kid. I'll fix the boat. Cover me from those oversized handbags. We take too much of a beating from them and we're sunk. Here they come.
Like a game of whack-a-mole.
Bend them off. Throw those. Just do something. For God's sake, bend them off. Good shot. See you later, alligator. We need an exit strategy. Here, take this crowbar and crack open that old emergency kit. Gotta be something in there we can use. Oh, flare gun. Time to use it, I guess. But what?
They seek.
Stay covered. Keep drumming those sideshows with those flares. I don't plan on checking out just yet. Kid, it looks like we're in for a real shitstorm. Damn! Great timing! The boat won't start. Hang on to your tighty whities, kid. I'll fix the boat. Cover me from those oversized handbags. We take too much of a beating from them and we're sunk. Wonderful. Here they come. Bend them off. Throw those. Do something, anything, but for God's sake, bend them off. Good shot. See you later, alligator. We need an exit strategy. Here, take this crowbar and crack open that old emergency kit. Gotta be something in there we can use. Oh, flare gun. Time to use it, I guess. Stay covered. Keep drumming in those.
Man, everything is going haywire, isn't it?
Man, I'm checking out just that. What are you looking for? A couple of marshmallows to roast? Wait, those barrels. Yes, shoot the damn barrels. Nice shot. And an exit. There she is. Oh, you beauty. Hold on. We're not out of the woods yet. They'll be back. Every survivor this side of the Boston floodlands would have heard that. This building's on its last legs. Let's see. There, look! That gate! A way out? Asher, we need to get that gate open. Looks like it might be operated from upstairs. See if you can get up there. What is this, your first sleepover? Get that gate open!
Come on.
Okay, be careful. You need to head up and find a way to open that gate. Stay low. Keep it quiet. That's it! Pull it all the way open while I head through. You'll have to keep it pulled open for me to get out. Sorry, kid. This is where we part ways. I'm gonna try to draw them off, be your decoy. You'll need to get to your grandfather's apartment on foot. Be careful. I'll find you if I can. Remember, it is far easier to start something than it is to finish it. Finish it, Asher!
Okay guys, so this is where I'm going to end it for right now. Thank you guys for watching. I do have to lights out so I can wake up early enough and get back to work. So far the storyline seems to be pretty well done. I'm not sure if it's because I have a Quest 2 that everything seems to be all choppy and not quite rendered when I go for items like, you know, the crowbar and it, you know, that trial and error with the gators. So I don't know, maybe it's because I'm recording and playing at the same time, I'm not sure. But yeah, so far things seems to be, you know, kind of that slow anticipation build up. Storyline seems to be pretty good. Graphics wise, you know, like I was saying before, they seem to go aligned with the Arizona sunshine type of feel. Not as bright, but the same textures. It's not so in depth with like the realism. It's more of a cartoonish type feel, which isn't bad. You know, it's not a bad thing. it definitely presents a different kind of feel. Lets you know that you're in VR versus the actual. Like if I was to take my headset off, you know, with the details, things like that. I'm sure I don't have to explain that to you guys. You know, other titles, some titles go, you know, just real deep into the graphics. You know, so it's not a bad deal. It's just a different way of creating and developing the game. The graphics aren't bad; they're pretty well done. I do have a Quest 2, so in a month or two, when I get my Quest 3, I'm gonna boot this game up and see the difference. I imagine it'll probably be a little bit better. It probably, you know what I mean, graphics wise, but you know, it's probably just because I haven't, you know, it hasn't like rendered, or maybe my Quest 2 can't render as quickly. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll definitely find out. So, those of you guys who have stuck with me this long, thank you for watching. I gotta say, they put detail into this game. That was one of the first things I've noticed. The amount of detail, the candles, the, you know, the music, the way things are floating around, the liquid inside the, you know what I mean? So it's just, detail is everything, and I could tell that they put very much consideration into detail in this game. As they say, when it comes to filmmaking, you know, the most important thing you want to have is sound. And if that was to translate into the gaming world, I'd say sound, obviously, yeah, but storyline. Better the storyline, good sound, good storyline. Graphics seems to be, you know, hit or miss. It's not. At least this is what I gather so far from all the titles that I've played. Graphics is more of an eye candy, but it's not what's going to make a game, you know, excellence and something to remember, something to play again and again and again. I certainly do have my titles. So yeah, I'm curious to go forward and keep playing, but you know, I gotta make sure I'm well rested for tomorrow, and I will catch you guys later. Oh wait, how do you exit this game? It's probably really late. I might as well just stay up. Wow.